Yo,
Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. We are back, back. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Let's go. What are you about to say, Don? Because I'm just too excited to
tell
be
a friend,
back.
friend. That's what I was about to say if you want me to be honest. But dude, we're back. We're back. It's finally here. October. Can't believe that.
October already, man. We're not really a September pod. We'll admit. Uh,
Our off season, all right?
it's our off season. We had a bit of a podcast hiatus, but we are back to give you all the soccer news, and we're pretty excited to do it. So, Dylan, let's get right into it.
Let's do it. So you can cut this out of the show if you want. Just thought I would, just wanted to share it. Dude, do you remember Mrs. Pater? Her first name was Sharon. So
Yeah. For the listeners, that's our middle school teacher. Yes, very into Prem.
Pat told me that Joe Edgerton's pocket pussy was named Sharon.
Oh yeah, we had to cut that out. Based off her.
I guess I was like Pat, like based off her, and I don't really remember what he said. That was just before the Grey Goose.
That's some weird shit, dude.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, I'm gonna invite Tom.
Let's do it.
Now's a good time to go on. So yeah, Dylan, as we wait for our mystery guest here, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple things. What's been going on with you? How's life been, man?
Oh, it's been good. It's been good. Liverpool sit perched to the throne, which is cool. I don't even know if they're in first, but their start to the season. Their start to the season has been. Excuse me, I'm talking, please. No, but really, no. The start to the season by Liverpool has been incredible, and it's one thing. The last time we had title credentials, title expectations, it was miserable, and that's because Brendan was in charge. And
oh, and right in time for the Liverpool talk is the one and only Thomas Hindle. Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Got it. You got to plug that mic in, brother.
Yeah, we can't hear you, so change those output settings. But as you do, Brendan Rodgers, Dylan, you're right. He's stupid.
Yeah, so it was interesting because last time the feeling for me as a fan was it was never it was like, all right, we came in second, whatever, blah blah blue. This time it's more like this. Wait, what? It's akin to the Eagles being in the Super Bowl. You're like, wait a second, we're not supposed to be here right now. Like,
really, I feel like you have more of a
this Liverpool team is the best team that I have loved.
Right. So you should have more of a feeling that you belong there. I think more people think they should be there.
No.
You're saying Brendan Rodgers is the more.
No. I'm saying for me as a fan, I am definitely a guarded fan because I don't want to get too excited. I have a conservative view on things.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. Low expectations. Let them always be surpassed.
And then they impress me every single goddamn time. But no, so I'll be real with you. Liverpool can win the league. Liverpool can win the league. That is not a question. That is not anything that can be argued. They can win the league. Can Arsenal win the league? No, they cannot. Can Chelsea win the league?
Are they expected to? No.
I don't think so.
This is a rebuilding year. This is a transition year in Unai Emery's first year as manager. But as Tom is still on mute over here, I'm hearing some stuff. He's getting that plug in.
He's clacking around.
Now? Clacking around a little bit. Yeah, we hear you, Tom.
Tommy
Hands. Why? Now I can't hear you. Frick this.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's a cute Liverpool shirt right there.
That?
Now, Dylan, you're echoing.
Purple Nurple? No, it's because Tom's output is messed up, so it seems.
It is.
All right, everyone pause. Let's get Tom situated here. What do you have your settings?
Yeah, see, the thing is that with this microphone, I got this thing. And yay and yay. Do you know what I mean? Like this goes in one side, this goes in the other. Like headphones in one side, mic in the other.
Sure.
And when I plug in said things, it doesn't like cooperating. So you can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Well, then it seems to be working.
Now, what about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
We can.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
No, I can't hear you, so fuck my life.
You'll go to your settings and go to output and input.
Fuck.
He can't hear us, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to talk.
What the fuck is this shit?
Can you hear me? No. Well, do this.
Okay, now you're just making fun of me.
Can I go get a bowl of cereal?
I'm making fun of myself, but no, Dylan.
I know. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Okay. What the hell am I gonna do? Wait, fearless ideas. Okay, see if this works. Changing it up. Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can? Reasonably well?
Oh,
Yep.
Perfectly well.
Lovely. Fuck the microphone, then we're gonna use the headphone mic.
Cool.
There we go. That was easily done.
All right, so
Well,
Tom's back.
Tommy Hins.
Only took me about 5 minutes, lads.
How you been, bro?
Yeah, not bad.
Podcast, or as we should say, Soccer Scoop podcast. Welcomes. Actually, that's the same thing.
So, Tom,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question here.
Yes, sir.
Is that a dorm room?
Yes, it is.
Not a bad little dorm room setup.
It's quite cute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's quite nice. I've got my
Your cinder block walls. Girls love that, huh?
nothing
Wait,
sexy.
Tom, are you with somebody? I can't remember.
I do have a girlfriend, yes, Dylan.
Yeah, see, I remember that.
There we go. Nothing quite as sexy as cinder block walls, right?
Well, you don't have to work too hard. You already impressed her, so
Shut up.
it's done deal.
By the way, you know what is sexy though? That purple Navigator jersey behind me.
Yeah, you know it's a lot
Great.
less sexy. Napoli's pitch engineering.
Really not fun, that was it?
Yeah,
Not
and then
fun
actually,
indeed.
Tom, I got some exciting news for you.
I love exciting news.
A little part of me died inside when Naby Keita was replaced by the white Jordan Henderson.
And why was that?
He doesn't excite me as a footballer. I want to see Naby. I want to see Jorginho. I want to see Fabinho.
Yeah, you want to see the sexy.
I want to see
total
Ox. I want to see James
football.
Milner.
I miss Ox. I miss Ox.
We're gonna miss Ox now that Naby's down.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But you know what though?
We should sell Jordan to PSG.
What?
That's how it worked in my career mode.
Yeah, he always goes to PSG in career mode. You're so right, dude.
I mean, but do you think No, come on. Don't be serious.
Well, it's
You
not
can't be
actually
serious.
Don't be
Right.
serious. This is the kid that tried telling me he wasn't worthy of wearing the armband for Liverpool.
No, I mean he's not, but he's not good
Oh,
enough for
but
PSG.
Oh, he's plenty good enough for PSG. The bunch of French farmers in that league. Pass the ball to Neymar, you win the league.
Well, wine drinking, cheese eating surrender monkeys. I can't help but agree with you. But the whole point is like Rabiot over Jordan Henderson.
Right,
Verratti
we
over
do
Jordan
a swap. We do a swap.
Henderson.
We're gonna get Rabiot.
Because they'd go for that.
Rabiot's coming to Liverpool.
Out of contract end of the year, right?
Correct.
Juicy. Very juicy.
He's overrated.
I mean, he's French, which is a big knock on him, but still, like,
Big knock.
He also has, he's white,
has
so
some
I already
terrible
like
hair.
him less.
has terrible hair.
His hair is definitely worse than Matteo Guendouzi's. That's for sure.
Conduci's. Okay, so real quick, you may have already had the Arsenal conversation, but you know what?
No, not
Kevin?
yet. Not yet.
You know what, Kevin? Congrats, man.
Hey,
Yeah, thank you. Hey,
good job, Kev.
Yeah,
nice
you know, like,
against some bad opponents, huh?
yeah. Well, you know what? Like, you can only play what's put in front of you,
That's true.
and you've been getting
Watford, who I thought were going to win the league.
You can only keep your hair in place with the grease that you have on your head.
Remember exactly.
That's what Unai says pregame.
Can we acknowledge the fact that you still haven't figured out how to play Aubameyang and Lacazette together?
Well, they've played a couple games up top together.
Yeah, but
let's be real.
Those two idiots haven't figured it out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to play with two strikers in the Prem.
Is it? I'm a good player, bro. Put me on the field with another good player. We're going to figure it out. I'll tell you that right now.
Putting Aubameyang on the field means you got to put him on the wing, which is not a standard thing to do.
It does not. It's just stick them both in the middle. You're going to play them. They're fast as hell, both of these guys. All that needs to happen. Look, all that needs to happen.
Have you seen his Terry Henry strikes, dude?
The other one just goes and occupies that space, bro. Lacazette can go just follow Aubameyang like a little runner, and he could just follow him and occupy the space that he vacates.
And have two in the midfield. It's not going to work.
First of all,
first of
all, calm down. Both of you are wrong.
Both of you are wrong.
Both of you are wrong. The only logical way.
Give it to us.
The only logical way that Arsenal could play Lacazette and Albert next to each other and make it work, you'd have to play 4-4-2, right? Can we agree on that?
I said that.
Right.
Yeah, Guendouzi and Torreira.
Sure. But then you don't have a natural left and right mid. Don't tell me that Mkhitaryan's your left or right mid. Don't even pretend.
Don't even give me this fucking bullshit.
Don't tell
footballers. If you think that they go out on the pitch and they play one formation the entire game, then you don't watch the game.
No. Okay. Well, obviously.
So Mkhitaryan's sitting on the left. He only needs to sit on the left when they're defending.
You think he's going to put in the work defensively?
I don't know him enough as a player to make a statement. If he ever wore the red at Liverpool, I'd boo him off the goddamn pitch.
No, you wouldn't. You'd immediately.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. You would love him.
Yeah, we'd immediately love him.
Also, another option for the wing is my boy Alex Iwobi. How great has he been looking this?
How many has he scored?
I can't wait for the inconsistency patch.
He's got a couple goals.
He's got a couple goals.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't really start much, but he comes on as sub for either Ramsey or Ozil, who just look
Ramsey's out the door apparently. How crazy!
So Liverpool.
Very crazy.
If he comes to Liverpool, I might cease being a Liverpool fan. That's how much I hate Ramsey.
Class, mate.
No, he's class, but come on, I hate him. Plays for goddamn Arsenal. That's all.
Box to box midfielder, man, makes
not even
freaking 18-yard box.
Wait, you're Welsh, aren't you, Tom?
Yeah, I have some Welsh blood, so you gotta love it.
Oh, in the blood, round and round. Maybe you're related.
Yeah, it could be. Because I mean, everyone in Wales is slightly inbred anyway, so you take your chances.
That's part of being Welsh.
Yeah.
Family tradition. But hey, we're recording this podcast Wednesday afternoon after a crazy set of Champions League games that I want to get into here.
Yes, sir.
Thomas, Dylan, both Liverpool fans. Let's start with the game in Napoli. It was taken away, 1-0 losers. At Italy, Insigne, pretty good run. Hamsik, beaut of a cross. What happened? What happened to your squad?
Well, Dylan, I'll go ahead and go first. First of all,
you got it, bro.
We absolutely deserve that defeat. We didn't show up, and you've got to come to play in Italy in the Champions League. It's a really hostile environment. Those fans are complete dicks. But then again, if they were my fans, I'd love them. But at the same time, we just didn't show.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't love all those racist fucks.
Okay, no, I wouldn't. That's a good point. But look, it's just you can complain about the pitch or like whatever, but at the end of the day, we're supposed to be one of the best teams in Europe, obviously the world. And if you can't string passes together, if you're ultra promising right back has like probably one of his worst games in a Liverpool shirt. When your midfield looks toothless, when Mo Salah just looks sad, we just didn't show up, and it was really disappointing to see. But sometimes you just got to have those games.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta have those games. Better be in the group stage than anything else, right, Bill?
True.
Yeah. So in response to that, I'm not gonna disagree with anything Tom said, other than not disagree at all. Just say that you know, we only lost 1-0, and I feel like in the past with this Liverpool team, that scoreline would have been much more.
It could have been that's 5-0.
Right, exactly. So I think
Napoli had a lot of pressure.
No, from the off they did, and I think that's a testament to how far we come. And I know that's a grim positive to take from a 1-0 defeat in a group of death style Champions League group, but that's what I got. And like you said, we have a young right back, and we have some things to work on. I am sick and tired of seeing Mo look dejected out there.
Yeah.
Where's your positivity, bro? I don't care if you haven't scored yet. You need to think that you can, because I can see on your face as a fucking fan that you don't look like you think you can score. And that to me is an issue.
That's more concerning, actually. I think you're exactly right, Dylan, because you know what? If you're not scoring, at least you're getting involved in the game, getting into good areas. Wow, that was the worst soccer cliche ever. But the whole point is, like, do you know what I mean? If you're getting in the right positions, at some point the goals are going to come. But today you just look dejected.
Someone should tell him to go hang out with Bobby Firmino a little more.
Right. They need that swagger. He needs to wear those ridiculous, like, gold-plated ties. Like, that's what Mo needs.
Teeth whiteners.
Yeah. Apparently Mo doesn't really fuck with anybody in the squad except Dejan Lovren, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, in terms of, like, having, like, good mates, And would you really want Dejan Lovren as your best friend?
No.
I mean, he's probably pretty scary as a best friend.
I mean, look, you'd be tough. No one's fucking with you when Dejan's walking alongside you, but at the same time, like, Dejan's walking alongside you.
Yeah, he probably smells, man. I'll tell you what.
Could be smelly
Champions League game.
Probably smells like a millionaire.
Champions League match day before this one was one of the most exciting Champions League matches I've ever seen, and it was in the group stage.
United Valencia.
PSG, Liverpool. What a classic.
3-3.
3-2. Bobby Firmino at the...
Cool it, son.
Oh, yes.
Cool it, son.
My mistake.
The biggest mistake.
What a great goal that was. So, yeah. First of all, Mbappe, just clear the ball. What are you doing? I loved you in the World Cup. The only reason I praise you so much is because you weren't being as flashy as Neymar all the fucking time. And now you're flashy, and James Milner punishes you.
James Milner's punishing everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he's all around.
He seems like he's on a revenge tour.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. But you know what? Like, I think there was some stat that you probably saw, Dylan. I think it was for among Liverpool's first 8 goals, 4 of them had been off situations where James Milner had won the ball back and then Liverpool had counterattacked.
He's a ball winner.
It's pretty sexy. I mean, it's not sexy, but at the same time, like, good for you, James.
It's Liverpool sexy.
It's Liverpool sexy. It's Klopp sexy.
It's James sexy.
It's James sexy. So, I mean, that's the thing. What a game. What a finish from Bobby.
Yeah.
He's actually blind, and he did that. Like,
didn't need 2 eyes to put that one away, huh?
Didn't need 2 eyes. But tell you what, though, like, the awareness. He's got eyes on the back of his fucking head because the awareness to find that bottom corner.
Oh, come on. It's like everyone knows where the bottom corner is, Tom. But I will give you, without 1 eye. I mean, that eye poke from Toby was pretty vicious.
Do me a favor. Go stand. Well, you don't even need to put a keeper in the net. You don't need to have defenders. I want you to go stand where Bobby was, and I want you to put it where he did. And I'm going to tell you, 10 times
out of 10. Had a goal exactly like that. Freshman year in high school, baby.
10 out of 10 times, you're not going to do it once.
I did it 1 for 1 when I had the opportunity. Real game situation. So
against freshman level opponents. Nice.
Yeah, did you go straight back to playing lacrosse after that, mate?
I knew where the goal was. That was the question. Am I right?
Yeah.
But what do we think about the rest of this Liverpool squad? I mean, we got Andy Robertson.
Come on. Move the conversation on. That comment about Mo has me sad. Let's move on to something else.
So with PSG, they absolutely tore apart their opponents today, 6-1 off a Neymar hat trick.
Hold on. I don't care about Red Star. Who cares?
I don't care about PSG. More importantly.
Oh yeah.
Right, well, Red Star. I mean, it's the most intimidating home tunnel walk you've ever seen in your whole life. So
it's a terrifying.
For Neymar, a little baby bitch, to go in there and do what he did, it was pretty impressive in my opinion. All right.
Couple of lovely free kicks, but like, I mean, what's the point? Like Neymar has a brilliant game, scores a hat trick, but at the end of the day, he's just beating up on little bitch teams. Call me when he does it against Liverpool or Real Madrid or anyone.
Because he won't.
Because he won't.
Because Van Dijk will put him on his ass before he has a chance to do anything.
Well, James Milner put him on his ass in like
right, he did.
15th minute.
So
sorry for the hostility and saltiness of two Liverpool fans here, Kevin.
Yeah, seriously, man. Freaking Merseyside over here. Jeez.
Shit's given about teams that have either played Liverpool or will play Liverpool soon are pretty much like non-existent at the moment.
I know you guys don't like PSG, but I like watching them. I think they're fun to watch. They're always open games. They're always exciting. They don't really care about defending too much.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good going forward.
They're a good attacking team. Who has a better front three in Europe right now?
Well,
Liverpool.
If Mo's on form, I'll give you that. Maybe.
Yeah. Right now, it's not though, is it? Right now, the best front three is City's.
But who's in that front three? Because it's changing parts.
Sané, Sterling, and Aguero.
No.
So, I mean, honestly, their backups could even be like top 10 too. Like Jesus.
What's it? Jesus. It would be
Silva and
Mahrez.
Bernardo Silva and Mahrez. Yeah, like
it's filthy.
They're unreal. So
I guess I can't join in this conversation.
No, Dylan. I'm fine. Who would you like to say?
Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that, Dylan. All right. Who do you think?
How many people have you phased out?
Hold on. Are we just not going to mention Juventus now? We can't.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Come on. Cristiano still exists.
The only thing about them is they have Mario Mandzukic on the left.
Yeah? And guess how many Champions Leagues he's won in the last like 5 years? Maybe it's 0, but he's been in the final. 0. He's been in the final with like 3 different clubs, right?
Yeah, he's the first loser. All right.
Twice.
That's insane. And he was in the World Cup final. This guy can play, bro.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but like he's.
No, don't ever take away from Mario Mandzukic.
I will take away from Mario.
I hate when people try to do this. You want to talk about David? Give me a fucking break, David Silva. I'll take Mario Mandzukic.
No, I was talking about Bernardo
Spanish
Silva.
ass.
David Silva.
Bernardo Silva, he's ass. I don't want him.
He's looking a lot better this season than I've seen him in years past. That's for sure.
That's a class little rant from you there, Dylan, and you're so unbelievably wrong. It's almost funny.
So speaking of Juventus, who do you think? I'm not sure if you saw the hat trick from Dybala, but Tom, if you saw it, who had the better hat trick, him or Neymar?
I mean, both are against reasonably tough opposition.
Yeah, ass teams, but like that doesn't answer the question.
Okay, we'll go Neymar. Obviously, 2 lovely free kicks.
No, I'm gonna have to pick Dybala.
Dybala went straight tapping Aldo. Are you serious,
dude?
Yo, that first goal was so swaggy.
Yeah, oh my god.
Dirty, bro.
Okay, one nice tap in from 5 yards, bro.
Like, just give me that celebration.
As Adam Mizrahi likes to say, everyone and their mother could finish that.
Yeah, he loves that phrase.
Okay,
Dybala, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with. I currently have him on my manager mode, and he's like 30 goals deep and 20 games in Prem. But hey,
wait, you've already that into FIFA 19?
No, I haven't gotten 19 yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten 19 yet. Has anybody?
We usually do our FIFA 19 reviews once we get them. But Tom, we'll let you.
No
words.
No words, Tom. If you have.
Yeah, no spoilers.
You can't break.
I played it once. I played it once against Adam.
But you did not buy it.
No, some lad on my floor will buy it, and I'll end up playing it.
That's a cool shirt, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it. I'm excited.
Yeah, it plays, in my opinion, a lot more real, and I can't decide if that's a good or a bad thing yet.
Sounds like defending is easier.
Yeah, and you know what's really boring though, because remember like the heyday of FIFA 14 and 15. You get like that Kevin De Bruyne. What is it? The team of the season De Bruyne. Like anywhere from 30 odd yards out or in, you hit B and it's a goal.
Oh yeah. I remember I would just give Sergio Busquets like a one-timer. It'd be bottom corner from 4 yards out every time.
I missed that. Now, relative to this, I think like 16 and 17 were really good in between, but here they've gone a bit too far for me. But then again, I'll let you lads form your own opinions.
Fair. Moving on, though.
We'll play it about 600 million times. we'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay. Extensive studies.
Extensive indeed. And a very extensive topic that has been talked about in recent weeks. Jose Mourinho's future at the helm of Manchester United. 0-0 draw at Valencia, or against Valencia at Old Trafford. So, guys, when's it going to happen? When's he getting fired here?
I don't think until the only reason that I don't think he's getting fired is because I just don't know if there are available, applicable, and what is it? Like they are capable of doing the job. What's that called?
Able.
No, it's better than that.
Suitable.
Appropriate.
No, all these words aren't it. But it's like they meet the criteria, and I don't think managers like that are on the market right now. What do you guys think?
I mean, you know what it's almost comparable to? I think it's almost comparable to this US men's national team search, right? If there was a guy on the market, they would snap him up because they're Man U. In the same way that the US men's national team, if there was their guy, they'd go right now. Right? But the only manager available right now that Man United would fire Jose Mourinho for is Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, he said it on the old Tea Time podcast last week.
The only available manager, the only jobless manager. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys drink the Kool-Aid on that one. I'm not going to partake with you.
Yeah, I don't think Zidane's gonna want to take that much of a step down from Real Madrid to go to United.
Well, I mean, it's an
historic club. Yeah, sure.
I don't agree with that point at all.
Okay, so who do they get?
Hold on. To Kevin's point, I think you're dumb. I think United in Zidane's playing days were a club he probably.
I'm saying right now, dude. Of course, it
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about right now. Understand that? It's United that needs to mean something to Zidane, right? That's why does Carlos Tevez go back to Boca Juniors? It's not for the money. It's because it means something to him. You can say whatever you want about Carlos Tevez. I'm saying the reason you go back to your hometown club isn't for any other reason other than it means something to you.
So not Zidane for you because he's gonna go to France apparently.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Just making sense
I don't
of
give
what
a flying fuck if Zidane ever comes back into the managerial spotlight.
Wow. Strong things.
Right. There's our answer
for that one.
Return of the Soccer Scoop podcast, but we carry on.
There's a lot of anger. You did the wrong thing, Kevin. You brought 2 Liverpool fans on after an away Champions League loss.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I guess bad timing for the return of the pod, but we shall persevere nevertheless. But seriously, Tom,
how long do we give him?
Timetable for Jose? Yeah.
Well, the problem is that he's kind of mellowed out recently. Have you noticed this?
I mean, I wouldn't say mellowed out. I would say
less of a complete dick.
He's still being a dick behind closed doors.
Like when he was like, Pogba, you will never captain United again.
It's like a child. He's like a child who's just been like, you've just taken away like a toddler's favorite toy. He's like, Mom, I'm never speaking to you again. Like, it's the most just ridiculous.
Pogba said they gotta attack more. I mean, he's like, yo, what'd you just say to me?
Yeah, what'd you just say? No, he's up. I mean, Pogba was right. Let's just establish that. Pogba was absolutely right. And Mourinho can't take criticism from his own players.
But is he the best captain? I wouldn't say that. I would say like Luke Shaw worked his ass off for a couple of years, and now he's like one of the best left backs in the Prem right now.
He's performing, and a lot. You know, there are a lot of performing. There are very few players who are performing for United right now.
Namely, Alexis Sanchez. He's ass. He's so bad.
How happy are you about that one?
So happy because after Robin Van Persie, man, like seeing a sale like this is very gratifying.
Van Persie still stings, huh?
Yeah, they won the Prem the next year, so
with his jersey number.
Let's all just take a second to laugh at Kevin.
So after you're done laughing at me,
Mourinho's timeline. Christmas.
10th in the league currently. Pretty far back here. 3 wins. Christmas, I would say, is a pretty good date.
Christmas. So hold on. Let me just for your observations. In this point of the season, what I like to do is divide points total by games played. Because I think
fucking nerd.
I think it's really helpful to see like the points totals and where they average out. United, like you said, United sitting in 10th, so maybe you don't even need to do that, but they're bang average right now. Like they really are a mid-table club. They're putting up mid-table numbers right now.
Right.
That's important to think about. It's not like I won't be nerdy for you guys, but that's
let's hear the analytics. I want to hear it.
I'm saying advanced stats. I want to know about
with this
I want to hear Opta Dylan.
With this season, it just hasn't been working out as well. Kevin and I were talking before the show. It seems like the bottom 3 or the bottom 5, like the clubs you're thinking to get relegated, it seems like they're ass more than they have been in the past.
Cardiff, Huddersfield.
And so it's tough to say like, oh, like they're scoring goals, but they're just not getting wins. It's not like that. There's no team this year that has a statistical anomaly to my understanding, to my knowledge. It hasn't happened in the past. Oh yeah, 100%. Look at Leicester.
Yeah,
they didn't really score too many goals en route to a Premier League winning campaign.
Right.
Let me float an idea out here, and I don't want to get too far aside because Tom, we're on limited time with your guest appearance here. But I feel like the Prem and La Liga may be going with a little switcheroo here, as La Liga is one of the most competitive leagues one of the most competitive La Ligas that I've seen in quite some time. Barca haven't won in 3 league games. Real Madrid struggling without Ronaldo to score. Atletico Madrid's the defensive monster. Dylan, I showed you that stat the other day. John O'Black has more clean sheets than goals given up in his time there. That's just insane to me. And yeah, teams are evening out in that league. And while that's happening, City, Liverpool kind of moving themselves apart from the rest of the crowd and the Prem, while the bottom half is kind of, like we said, more ass than ever.
I agree with you. I got a minute. So here's the thing. I agree with you. That gap in the Premier League is only going to get bigger. As long
as Pep's there.
As long as Pep's there, as long as Klopp's there, as long as, probably at this rate, as long as Sarri's there at Chelsea. Are you kidding me? They're sick this year.
They're all right.
Oh,
Hazard's sick.
No, they're all sick. That midfield, Kovacic, Jorginho and Conte? Like, come on. That's disgusting.
Conte and Kovacic and who?
Jorginho,
the white Napoli.
He of Napoli.
Anchor.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Ronaldo.
No,
different Jorginho.
Yeah, but no. They are absolutely disgusting, and you're right. The bottom of the Prem is going to get more and more beaten down on.
Well, I feel like promotion team next year might be better.
I mean, there's always next year, but I mean, sure. But
you know, devil's advocate.
Yeah, you are. But the La Liga thing at the same time, you know, I don't watch enough La Liga to entirely speak to it, but. You know, you've had some teams that you thought were going to be really good start off really poorly. Like Valencia have been terrible, which makes the point at Old Trafford all the more hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
/ potentially predictable. But, you know, Ronaldo leaves. Barca doesn't look as good. Atletico look good but haven't pulled it all together. Sevilla. I think it's a lot more competitive. And right now, it's probably the more fun league to watch if you're just trying to throw on a game. But give it to the end of the season. The Prem's going to get Prem.
Oh, yeah, Prem's still very fun to watch as well. But, Tom, before you leave us here on the podcast and your guest appearance, I want to bring up your latest article for WTSports.net.
plug.
Dylan, what do you think about this take Tom had? Liverpool lacking creativity in the midfield, missing Phil Coutinho a little bit. Without Naby Keita now, who do you kind of look to? You kind of need dip in the January transfer market a little bit, maybe. Or hope Adam Lallana doesn't trip over a rock and break every bone in his body.
I'll let you guys keep thinking that this Liverpool squad needs to be tinkered with or something. You guys, go ahead.
I was waiting for a take from you. I mean, I'm just saying.
Here's my take. We can win the title. I don't need another fucking midfielder to do it.
Put Milner anywhere.
Milner anywhere.
Put 11 James Milners out there, and they'll do the job.
That's what
you're the most
Radio
boring
said about Azpilicueta.
Yeah,
what'd you say?
11 Cesars, and I will win the Champions League. He said.
Who said that?
Mourinho about Azpilicueta.
We all want a team of Jamie Carragher's. All right. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, lads.
Tom, thanks for coming on.
Catch you later, Tom. Good seeing you, bro.
Bye.
So
let me address a couple things because I thought his takes around the La Liga Prem thing were interesting and bad. No, I think for the La Liga thing, I think we're looking at the decline of Messi as far as not as a statistic, not as a player.
I have a rant for that,
but that's fine. Just as his influence on the team, it seems to be waning a little bit, at least. I think all right, you're dumb, dude. I don't think he can win the games that he used to be able to.
All right, you didn't watch the game against Spurs today.
No, I didn't. But hold on. So what happened last season when they played Roma? Did he pull that? Did he pull that out of his ass?
No, he disappeared in the Roma game. Good, great one example.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying the time.
Let me just get this off my chest. You're making a good point. You're making a good point about Barcelona and the league overall. But I just want to get this off my chest because I've been seeing a lot of places in the media and everything. But with these Puskas Awards, with the whole award show around these different players voting for the top threes, and not enough people were voting for Messi. People don't realize how good, people are taking for granted how good this guy is. Literally every single touch I see him have is immaculate. It's amazing. He's still awesome. He can't run as fast anymore, can't accelerate like he used to. Kind of slow, I would say. Not slow, but he's not as quick. Messi is still the best player in the world by a margin that people just haven't seen, and I don't know why. Because maybe he's disappearing in key matches for Champions League games, and that's the one reason I think of.
I mean, it's also his World Cup record.
Well, yeah, but Argentina can't all be on him.
That's what I'm saying, Kevin. Is his influence, his ability to influence a game is waning. It doesn't take anything away from him as a player. It just is Messi at his prime. I think no. I think we have to say no. He's not.
But he's still
I don't care.
Do you think he's the best player?
There's a difference between Messi being the best player in the world. If that's your opinion, that's fine. If he's the best player in the world now, was Messi better 10 years ago? The answer is yes, right? That's when he won.
I would say
that's when he
6-7 years ago.
Okay, so I don't care. I'm saying
he's obviously he's not maybe not his prime.
Well, then that's my point. Then so you just agree with my point. My point is the time.
I don't think his
we're
influence is weighing as much as people think it is, and that's my only point. I just wanted to clarify that. Yes,
it's clarified. The time is coming, and it's already over for Ronaldo in the Liga. The time is coming where that era of them dominating the game is gone. And yes, I agree with you. People are taking for granted the numbers that they put up and how incredibly talented and productive they are. How much they've been absolutely dominant.
Thank you for saying it.
People take that for granted. I was talking to Ryan a couple weeks ago. What is the game going to look like when they nobody's ever going to see him as good? Ever.
Do you ever think Paulo Dybala will be
no, of course
close?
not. No. Messi won the Ballon d'Or when he was 20 years old. Right? He was 21, something insane like that. Like he was the best when he started. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, to round out my point, the reason you're starting to see competitive shit in La Liga doesn't have anything to do with the league getting better. I mean, that would be a total discredit if I said that. Certainly, the league has gotten better. Barcelona and Real Madrid have gotten worse. You look at Madrid; they just lost their manager. They have. I'm just going to go out and say, who the hell's Lopetegui? Who the hell is he? I don't know. Who cares? I don't care about him. He's not a top tier manager. And look at their team. It's a team that everyone said at the end of the 3 Champions Leagues, this team needs a revitalization. It needs a kick in the ass. And look, they're starting to prove it. They just lost to a Russian team, bro. So, come on. Let's all wake up to the fact that the 2 gods that have dominated the game for the past 10, 12 years, their time's at an end, and we're starting to look at the fallout of that. And I think pretending otherwise is just kind of silly. These guys are over 30 at this point. Like, come on, dude. We all know the shelf life of a soccer player, just like we know the shelf life of a running back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to discredit that, but
yeah, Ronaldo isn't in the league anymore.
Huh?
Ronaldo's not in the league anymore.
And maybe like Real Madrid, well, definitely Real Madrid thought Gareth Bale was going to be a lot better than he was. He hasn't produced nearly as much as he should have. A lot of that has to do with injuries.
I'm going to side with Madrid fans in this argument that he hasn't been given the chance to produce as much as he could have, particularly this season and last.
Well, yeah, he was benched a lot last season in favor of Isco. He's like very good. He's one of the best creative midfielders in the world, but doesn't have as much pace. But yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure. But I'm going to go back to the Prem before we end the podcast. Top 5 right now is pretty much what I would expect the end of the league season to be. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 2, Chelsea 3, Spurs 4, Arsenal 5. Do you think Manchester United can make up that ground to get back in those spots or no?
100%. Yes, they can. And I think there's a couple key things to remember. And so City last year, we saw them put together pretty much a perfect season, right? That's so hard to do. And I don't think Liverpool are capable of doing that, as we saw today with the Napoli game. So I think you're looking at a Liverpool team that sits in second and is challenging City all the way. But you're looking at a Liverpool team that's going to be susceptible to some rough periods of play, rough periods of performing, and where results just need to come, and maybe they aren't getting them. We haven't really seen them be tested yet this season. So from a consistency standpoint, has Liverpool proven that they can keep up their performance for the entire season? No, I don't think so. So you have to consider that.
Well, they're still unbeaten in the league.
That's what I'm saying. They haven't been tested yet, right? So there's never been a moment where Liverpool have had to look themselves in the mirror and say, like, what do I need to do to win the next game?
Yeah, and when they play Chelsea twice in a week, and then what? They lost both, or
no, they lost the one with a second tier squad, so I don't really care. And then they drew the second in the 90th minute with a Sturridge banger. So that Sturridge banger was great, but it also bought them some we don't have to change anything really, We're only a half step from being good as opposed to a full step, but enough Liverpool. Tottenham, I don't know. I don't really see I'm so sick of Tottenham.
Well, here's a major point I want to say with Tottenham. They didn't buy anyone in the transfer window, and they have a lot of injuries, as it was shown in the Barcelona game. Ali, Eriksen, Vertonghen, Dembele, Aurier, all out due to injuries. Can that really make them slide a lot, do you think?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think their squad, health is something to whether it's freshness of bodies or healthy bodies. I think, and those kind of sound like the same thing. I mean, the squad that they have, is it strong enough? I don't know. I don't think so. Can they make top 4? For sure, they can make top 4. Just like United can make top 4. That's the other thing I want to say. Don't discount United. all we've seen is United have a bad period. We haven't even seen United have a good period yet. Just because they haven't had a good period yet doesn't mean they're incapable, just like Liverpool isn't incapable of having a bad period. So I think right now you're looking at City, who are probably going to win the league again. You're looking at Chelsea, who are punching above what everyone thought, but that's fine because it seems like Sarri has the players at his disposal to make it happen. They're a top 4 team. The only teams that I think have proven themselves not to be top 4 are the teams we already knew. I don't think you can even discount Arsenal at this point.
Heck yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, so I think when we talk about Big Six, I think you talk about Liverpool and City definitely getting top 4. I think you maybe include Chelsea in that conversation, and then you have everyone else fighting out for that last spot.
I think that's very fair. Maybe Watford can pick up their form once again. How about Richarlison, man? Showing out for everything. He's such a funny player to watch for me. But other than that, that's all I got for this edition of the Soccer Scoop podcast. Want to wrap it up. Dylan, your favorite goal this season so far has been blank.
The Sturridge goal against Chelsea.
That was a banger. That was a banger for sure. I can't really disagree with that, but there's this one Messi free kick where he just lifted it over the wall against kind of an ass team, and it was awesome, and I loved it because every time the Camp Nou sees Messi in that kind of position, they do that little chant thing, and it's intimidating. It's awesome, and you listeners are awesome for staying to the end of this podcast. Thanks very much. Stay up to date with all about the sports at WTSports.net. We'll try to get more podcasts out. This has been fun, Dylan.
It's a great time.
I love doing it. So stay cool and scoop it all in.